Hey, thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a 12 by 12 scrapbooking process video for you, and I'm going to be scrapping these two 3 by 3 black and white photos, and I'm going to be doing this layout kind of in a vertical, or not kind of, it is going to be a vertical layout. I'm going to be using this darkroom door stamp, and this is a 12-inch vertical stamp, and I'm going to be using some VersaFine Onyx black ink on the stamp, and I just adhered that stamp onto a 12-inch block, and that'll just give me a little bit of stability when I'm stamping this down. I wanted to stamp this as a pretty dark image. I want it to be pretty dominant on the side there, although there's going to be a lot of other elements on the layout. I just wanted you to be able to really see the image. So I'm just making sure that I put some even pressure down on my stamp block here and get that onto my paper. I'm using a piece of basil marshmallow cardstock because I wanted to do a little bit of mixed media. I don't end up using a whole bunch of mixed media, but I'm going to be using a little bit of the Vicky Bouton rose gold glaze. And I just recently got that glaze from the Scrapbook Nerd shop, and I just really love the color of it. I think it's so pretty. And I also shared earlier this week a haul that I got from Scrapbook Nerd, and I picked up the Prima Amelia rose collection, which has lots of rose gold in it. So I'm going to be using that collection on my layout today. And I'm going to be running that glaze through this really gorgeous Crafters Workshop stencil. And this one's called Journal Musings, and it's a Rebecca Meyer stencil or a Rebecca Meyer design. I just love how she combined the text, the scripty text, with this botanical. I just think it's really cool. And so I'm going to be putting that image onto my background with that glaze. So that's just going to kind of poke out around the edges of my layout today. And I also really wanted to use this Amelia Rose paper that has this really, really rose colored background with the white circles. And then those white circles have rose gold dots of foil in them. And I don't know if you can see that on camera, but I just really love that paper. I actually went back into the Scrapbook Nerd shop yesterday and ordered some more of this paper because I only got one sheet, and that was a mistake because this is kind of really a neutral paper, and I don't use a ton of patterned paper on my layouts. Generally speaking, I usually use some, but not a ton. And I just like to have bits of pattern paper. And I really love this paper. I think it's just so pretty. I think it adds just a really nice texture to the layout. And I wanted that to be part of my vertical design along with that really gorgeous darkroom door stamp. And then that rose gold texture from that stencil. So you can see that vertical orientation of the layout coming together here. And I really love these two photos, but I just didn't think that they were popping up off the layout the way that I wanted them to really be the focus. So I was thinking of using this paper as either a frame or, so I actually was thinking about using it for both, but if I decided I wasn't going to use it for a frame, that obviously is going to determine where I'm going to cut out the mat for it. So I decided not to use it as a frame. And so I'm going to just cut my mat out here. So I just adhered those two photos on with some repositionable adhesive. And now I'm going to pop those photos and that mat up onto my layout using a little bit of craft foam on the back there. So I've just adhered that down. And now I just went through the little embellishment pack from the Amelia Rose collection and picked out a few things I thought I'd like to use. And that dimensional butterfly also is a piece that I wanted to use as well from the collection. Those little butterflies are gorgeous. I shared those as well in my haul earlier this week. And you can go back. If I think of it, I'll leave the link in the description box below to that haul so that you can see all the different parts of this collection and see if there's anything in that collection that you'd like to pick up. Now I'm going to just add a little bit of dimensional adhesive onto that little ticket, and I eventually add that ticket to the left of the photographs just to add a little bit of balance to where that dimensional butterfly is going to be between those two photos. Firstly though, I'm going to just make sure that I have this straight before I get it really stuck down there. So I'll just push that down into place because I did add some of my ATG adhesive to the back. And so there you can see that dimensional butterfly between those two photographs. And I just wanted to balance that off. So you'll see me move that ticket over to the left, and I just like it there a little bit more. I just think that it takes your eye, it's just right through that diagonal line from the top corner in the left down to the bottom corner in the right. I didn't want to distract or detract from that eye line. So I added that ticket to the side of the photo. So I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to these little hearts. And I just wanted to add a rose gold one and then the black just to bring some more of that black in, and then just a little pink one. So again, those are from the die cut pack from Amelia Rose. And those little embellishments that I have in the two corners of the layout at the top and bottom are also from the Amelia Rose die cut pack as well. So I'm going to I always put my bottom layer down flat, and then any subsequent layers that I put on top of that bottom layer, I always add with foam adhesive. So I'm going to just go in and put a little foam dot on top of that die cut that says love. And then I'm going to put that little butterfly down in the top corner there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of dimensional adhesive on top of the little ticket that I'm going to put on there. And I am going to add a few little puffy stickers from the puppy, not the puppy sticker, the puffy sticker sheet as well. And there's also a couple of little phrase stickers from this cardstock sticker sheet that I am going to add as well. The one that I settle for beside that butterfly says exploring nature, I think it is. And I just like that. I thought it went really well with these two photographs because the kids are outside. They actually had this photo taken, I think, near Silver Spring in Saskatoon, and there's kind of like a grassland area there. And these pictures are just so sweet. I love them. I think they're adorable. And I think they go along really well with the different embellishments and so on that I've chosen for the layout. I wanted to finish this off with a couple of rose gold thickers, and this is from the Flourish collection from Crepe Paper Flourish. That's Maggie Holmes' most recent collection, and the rose gold alphas in that collection just really matched this nicely. So I'm just going to put the word us there in the corner so it's very subtle, and I just like that. Now you can see I've added those little puffy stickers in a few spots. There's just 3 little puffy sticker hearts. And I'm going to finish off by adding some splatters in that rose gold glaze. I'm just going to water down the glaze and put some splatters on, and that'll be about it. One other thing that I did off camera was I took some of the washi tape from Amelia Rose, and I just took a piece that was about 1 inch long, and I tore it in half. And I put one little strip on either side of that sticker that's beside that dimensional butterfly in the middle of the photographs. I don't know if you can see that. You will be able to see it in the close-up shots at the end of the layout here, or at the end of the process video. I'm going to just take my really inexpensive paintbrush here that gets abused a lot, and I am going to just really water down that glaze and tap it on as a bit of splatter here just to finish off. And guys, that's about it for my layout today. So please make sure that you leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. I love to see your comments and read them. I read every single one of the comments that gets left on my videos. I really appreciate them. They mean a lot to me. And thanks so much for stopping by today. And I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye.